Peacock, or the Veteran Guardsmen. However they are known throughout the 40k universe, here on our table, they go by the Dad Corps of Krieg. This is going to cover how we built our teams, the loadouts we chose, and the lore we decided to put behind these teams. There are 18 models in all for this team, counting for options and ancillary support. So let's dig in. Speaking of digging, and well puns, this team is built on them. Being the first team of our little 40k universe, we set a tone of putting fun first, and out of the Octarius box, my son chose the Commandos. I was left with no choice but to infuse them with all the dad energy I could. All that aside, this is Doug Graves. Usually equipped with his trusty trench shovel, makes for a great frontline and melee option. Kill Team being a game of strategic sacrifices means sometimes units are better at dying than others. Using Dig Trench if your enemy has line of sight of your drop zone is a great way to draw fire from some of your more valuable assets. And in close combat, his Bruiser ability allows him to mitigate tons of damage and usually turning the scuffle in his favor. And like most of the Veteran Guardsmen, a trusty lasgun. Next up, we have Geriatric, our hardened veteran. If we're talking tough, this is the tank of the team. Built for the front lines, he's usually armed with a crack grenade for busting through the high armored opposing unit. On top of that, he has his bionic arm for better melee than most of the squad. The real reason to bring him is the hardened by war trait, allowing him to possibly ignore some of the wounds coming through. And with only 7 wounds, these guys need all the help they can get. Wounds? What wounds? With less pain around, your squad can stay in the game much longer than they should. You'll usually see this guy in tandem with the leader or the heavy gunners. Keeping his squad mates up and fighting should be his only focus. And if all else fails, well, last gun. Feel excited. This guy is another backbone of the team. A rabble rouser with the ability to dodge some serious shooting damage with the Emperor Protects. To double up on this, we gave him the Rosary equipment, helping him stick around a little longer. He is used to juice up the rest of the squad with Uplifting Primer, allowing everyone in earshot to critical hit much easier. Our demolition expert, Tim Burr. While he has great utility for close range, he struggles to be anything more than a walking lasgun in all our Phase 1 maps. I see him having more team value when we enter the Gallowdark. Speaking of, Chris P. Baker, another unit who's often sidelined due to his lack of range, but when facing swarm teams, or like some of the others, will perform much better in close quarters maps. Next up, Glenade, a sturdy gunner option with range and power all in one. You'll want to get him some cover or a medic since your opponent will likely be aiming to drop him early, as they should. Mel T-Man, another gunner option for when they absolutely have to go down. Even with limited range, he often gets played to really drop the biggest bads. P. Lassimer, an always dependable source of damage. Like his brother-in-arms Mel T-Man, P. Lassimer sees tons of action. With access to reroll squad-wide, it makes risking supercharged shots, well, less risky. Ricochet, another key unit that's almost always being played. While not exactly one-shotting units, his ability to find a cozy spot with Sniper and rain down death on his foes without having an engage order means there's a much lower chance of any return fire coming back his way. He's usually side by side with his spotter as they try to clear the field. B.A. Ware, the eyes of the team. Often found side by side with our sniper Ricochet, the two units actually have great synergy. If your opponent is trying to hide a key unit from you, his ability Spotter, in conjunction with a crack shot, can give you the shot you need, as well as stacking activations, making a crucial Overwatch shot available or deny one to the enemy team. Not only that, but when nestled into a cozy spot, a constant mortar barrage is available. Ivan Order, comm specialist, who's more of a battery than anything, but that's a good thing. When a guardsman order is issued, he helps spread this buff team-wide with his relay orders ability. On top of that, he can use one of his actions to generate AP for another unit, making for a surprise objective capture or helping some of the more powerful squad mates get their job done. We got the big boss himself, Oscar Ruitt. No slacker when it comes to armaments, is still lethal calling shots from the back line. Getting a free strategic ploy each phase he is up is a big reason to play the Veteran Guardsman, with opting for move in early phases to gain tactical advantages and securing firing positions. In later rounds, switching to Take Aim combined with Overcharge Lasguns, it lets you supercharge every shot with reckless abandon. Second in command is Nick of Time, equipped with the Chronometer giving you a second chance at an initiative roll. This can wildly swing games and should totally not be missed. Not only that, but if Oscar Ruitt goes down, he can step up and still issue those precious guardsman orders. When he's not filling in for the big boss, he's helping keep the ancillary squad in check, allowing him to fix broken group activations. If that wasn't enough, he's packing a standard issue bolt gun. What a legend. Our last bunch is the ancillary support option Trooper Veterans, or as we call them, the Veggie Boys. almost always a good idea to bring these 4 along. With group activation and 4 more bodies on the field, these guys are perfect as meat shields, shot callers for your other ancillary weapons, and still carry those reliable ass guns. Brock Lee, Russell Sprout, Tom Mado, and Cucumber. That does it for the Dad Corps of Krieg. How did you build your squad? What tactics do you use that I didn't cover? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.